I've spent 20 years training dogs, my own 3 dogs, plus 1,423 dogs of my clients. I've even written a best-selling dog training book. After all these years, I've learned what truly works and what doesn't work. So here are 6 game-changing lessons every dog owner must know to transform their dog's trust and leadership matters more than commands. Many dog owners start focusing on training their dog's commands or basic obedience rather than building trust and relationship with their dog. One of the things that you have to understand that a dog is born with a desire to please a human. Dogs have been bred and designed by humans for humans. So their core purpose is to be very connected to humans, and you can take advantage of that and just build a deeper connection with your dog. Remember, teaching commands doesn't make you to become in control or in charge of your dog. It doesn't make you to become a leader. Although it is important to train your dog the commands, which is a good way of building a communication system with your dog, not a tool or a way of building a leadership to your dog. Leadership with dogs does not develop by force or commands or relying on tools or gadgets, including treats. Leadership develops by building a trust and clear communication with your dog so your dog can see you as its leader. So focus on induction, where you're encouraging your dog to learn something and be part of your life rather than forcing your dog to start listening to you and you start forcing yourself to be your dog's leader. So by understanding this simple concept, a dog will naturally start trusting you and listening to you. Which brings me to the next lesson. Food training is not everything. And unfortunately, many dog owners are relying on food to develop relationship with their dogs as well. But using treats and relying or depending on food or treats, not only to develop relationship with your dog, but also get your dog to listen to you, forces you and your dog to depend on a tool or a gadget, or in this case, to treats and food. And unfortunately, you get stuck in this cycle of rinse and repeat, which you're using treats and food to get results, but unfortunately you don't. So you keep repeating and hoping that one day this is going to work. So instead, you want to start rewarding your dog using play and praise and start engaging with your dog instead. If you want to see long-term results from your dog and also quick results, faster, better, deeper, much healthier connection with your dog, you have to use a natural form of reward, which is developed by using play and praise. Which leads me to the next lesson, that training starts with the right mindset for you. I'm guessing you as well, most dog owners think that training is about the dog, but training is 70% or even 90% dog owner, your training, and the rest is the dog training. What I mean by that is, if I don't know what I'm doing, I can't teach. And if I don't know what I want and how to do it, I can't lead. So if you're, as a dog owner, you don't know what you're doing, what your expectations of your dog is, and how you feel, how you portray your energy, confident energy or weak energy, and you're not sure what you're doing and how you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to lead, how you're supposed to teach. If you don't know all these things, if you don't have the right energy, your dog cannot see you as its leader and cannot learn from you. Therefore, you're not going to see the results that you want. So in order for your dog to start behaving properly, you have to train yourself first. If you're confident and calm, you're going to have a great dog. If you're confused, angry, and have an energy that's all over the place, you're going to have a dog who's going to be struggling with you, and you're going to be struggling with your dog. Now, if you don't want to struggle with your dog, you also have to focus on stimulating your dog, both physically and mentally. I also like to stimulate my dogs emotionally, which basically I focus on providing my dogs daily 5 essential needs which are exercise, training, socialization, care, and affection. So if you're just focusing on training, focusing on teaching commands, or just disciplining your dog, you're not going to have a great result in your dog training world. And you have to understand that you can't over exercise or under exercise your dog physically and mentally and then focus on training. Your dog has to get proper amount of exercise, both physically and mentally and emotionally, to get stimulated enough that it can focus on your training, your lessons, and what you're trying to teach your dog. Overall, a well-stimulated dog is a calm, relaxed dog who is ready to listen and learn. And remember, training a dog is not limited sessions that you focus on training your dog. It's not few weeks of training or just attending a puppy training class and that's it, or just one basic obedience class and that's it. Training dogs is a lifetime process. Now, if you don't constantly train your dog is going to stay in a very weak, unsure level. Let me explain what I mean by that. I'm not saying to train your dog all the time, especially if you're training your dog using traditional or old-fashioned style of dog training, using treats, using aversive tools and methods. If you do that, you're going to cause actually a lot of harm to your dog, especially if you overtrain your dog. That type of training is not ideal. But if you start training your dog using play and praise reward system, which creates a fun environment for your dog to interact with you, so you're providing a fun environment and also a fun energy, your dog is going to be much relaxed and in a good mood as well, where it's going to have an easier time to learn and to be trained. Whenever I use play and praise to reward my dog and train my dog, I don't feel like I'm training my dog, and my dog is not feeling that is being trained. That's because we are in a different zone. We are in natural state and we are just enjoying each other's company. We're interacting with each other, we're learning, we're teaching, we're having fun. So it doesn't feel like training. So therefore, I do that every day with my dog. So therefore, it becomes a daily habit that I do it with my dog anyways. And beside that, not only I train my dog, I exercise my dog, I socialize my dog, care for it, I share affection with it. It's just the perfect recipe for a perfect dog. The way I treat my dogs is that I allow them to be naturally integrating and getting involved with my lifestyle. And when they are in that zone, they know exactly what they're supposed to do. They know what my wishes and my wants and don't wants are. I don't have to repeat myself every day. I don't have to correct my dogs every day. I don't have to talk to them every day and tell them, don't do this or do this instead. They have this routine every day that they know what they're supposed to do. They are having good time. They're relaxing. They're getting involved with me and my life. And yet they don't bother me. That's because I have a clear communication system with my dogs. You have to understand that dogs, they don't understand exactly what we are saying or the language that we're using. They can figure out and guess what we are saying, certain words, and they get used to those. But mainly they follow our humans' energy. If you're anxious, if you're stressed, if you're happy, if you're sad, if you're frustrated, if you're uncertain, they follow these energies and they respond to those. So if you're in frustrated, excited, confused, yet sad and happy state of mind, just imagine how your dog feels. But when you stay calm, clear, confident, your dog has no choice but to follow that. Your dog wants peace and quiet as well. Your dog wants relaxation. Your dog wants to enjoy life. Doesn't want to run around and be stressed all the time. It's about composure and consistency. So now that you have learned these lessons, it's time for you to put them in action. If you're a busy dog owner and struggling with your reactive, aggressive, and overly excited dog, and you want a proven, force-free, treat-free, aversive tools and aversive method free that actually works, I'm here to help. click the link in the description to book a free video call with me. We can talk about your challenges, your struggles. We can come up with a plan that is going to help you to address all of these issues that you have and enjoy your dog more and have fun with your dog. And I'll see you next time. And until next time, have fun with your dog.